What's up, everyone? Welcome to Play Hard and Love Big Radio, the official podcast of Spotted Dog Yoga and SUP, based out of Folsom, California. Check us out at spotteddogyoga.com. Play Hard and Love Big Radio is dedicated to bringing you the inspirational people and the inspirational stories to help you connect to your center and live a more passionate and purposeful life. And today we are hanging out in our little studio here, and we're going to talk about stand-up paddleboard yoga.
Yeah, we're going to talk about how it started, why it started, and why it's awesome.
It is awesome. I do love it. Every time that we get done with the adventure, I feel so good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it started because typically in the summer months, yoga studios in general, you just notice like a little bit of a lull. Folks go on vacation, kids are out of school, and also some people don't like practicing hot yoga in the summer, which I don't get. I mean, the yoga room is actually cooler than it is outside, so it's actually in the summer. It could be called cooler yoga.
Cooler yoga.
And but no, I understand. Some people just like practicing yoga in a hot room when it's cool outside. So so we just wanted to find other ways for folks to do yoga with us. Whether like in the summer they want to be outside more and they are a part of our studio, or what has become the case is a lot of people do stand-up paddleboard yoga with us that don't actually come to the studio, which has been great because we've met a lot of new and fun, awesome people.
Yeah, every time we check the roster for our classes, there's someone new to our community that's enrolled in the paddleboard classes. And I think that that's been wonderful because so many people who paddleboard could benefit from yoga, and so many people who do yoga can benefit from paddleboarding. The two sports, I guess if you consider yoga a sport, you could, they really go well together, hand in hand. You know, when I first started doing paddleboarding, I really started liking it because it didn't hurt my joints. Same reason that I started doing yoga, like really because it made me feel better.
Mm-hmm.
Different than like going on a run and waking up the next day and having my back and my knees really in pain.
Yeah, because for you, running doesn't work well for your body.
So those two activities really worked well. And I've always been an adventurous, so I love getting outdoors and I love being around people, and I just love getting fresh air. And on hot days, it's even cooler down by the water.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like really refreshing to get in the water, and then you can like dry off and warm up on your board. And the way that the program started isn't how it looks now. When we first started, we were like mostly doing it in the pool.
That's right.
Which has evolved and turned into only doing it on either Lake Natoma or Folsom Lake. We're partnered with the state parks. And so, it's changed, it's shifted, but I think the way that we do it now is really great because you're just kind of out in nature. The thing I love about it is just the feeling of serenity that I get doing yoga outside. And then on the water, there's that added element of, I don't know, like in Shavasana, you hear like that, like the water lapping against the board. And it's just like really soothing. I don't know. It's fun and it's invigorating, but then also like ultimately at the end of it, I always feel really rejuvenated.
Yeah, that's how I would say I feel too. I mean, there's the element of playfulness that comes to in doing yoga on a paddleboard, and so for somebody to be willing to sign up and actually show up takes a lot, because you are doing things that you typically do on ground on an uneven surface. But what you'll find is not only is it great for your balance, but what I've found at least is that you start to get really comfortable doing those things on your board, and you can actually get into poses deeper than on the water and on your paddleboard than you can actually on ground. And some of them, in some cases, and then every now and then what's really great too is that you'll have a duck or a goose come by and nibble on your toe, and that's always like a little bit of a surprise.
It's not true. Don't let him scare you if you're a bird. Not, what is the word I'm looking for? I have like a phobia of birds.
Just little birds?
I don't know. I've always had all birds. I don't know. I mean, I like looking at them, but I don't want them like near me.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, don't let him scare you. That's never happened.
It'd be weird if a bird landed on you in Shavasana and you didn't like birds. Now, if you like birds and one landed on you, maybe that'd be like good luck.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, so it's challenging in a sense, but you don't have to have any yoga experience to do it, or any paddleboard experience to do it. It's the kind of thing, just like your regular yoga practice in a studio, where there are modifications and ways to do it for someone that's never done it. And same with paddling, you don't have to stand all the way up. I think people have a misconception, maybe because it's called stand up paddleboarding, that you always have to be standing on your feet. You can do your paddling from your knees as well, which gives you a way to learn without feeling like you're going to fall in, or worrying about falling in if you don't want to do that as you go.
Yeah, it doubles as a canoe and a canoe and a dock and a paddleboard
and
all
a
at the
mat.
same time, and a yoga mat.
Yeah,
and maybe even a dog transfer, or if you have a dog and you like taking dogs on the paddleboard, you could do that. But we don't do that at yoga
that would
classes.
Be a lot. What is your favorite? What is your favorite yoga pose to do on the paddleboard?
I think my favorite pose is an extended triangle. You know, when you kick your leg out to the side, you can push the outside of your leg into the board and leverage the board and lengthen and open up your chest. That's a really cool one. I also really like camel pose.
That was going to be mine.
That was going to be yours.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a second
That is
one?
mine.
Oh, since I stole your thunder,
it's only no. I mean, it's the only one that came to mind specifically for me. Yeah,
it's super cool in camel to be able to look up and over and see the
duck that's about to nibble your toe.
The duck that's about to nibble your toe, or the bird that's about to poop in your eye. No,
stop it.
That's never really happened, you know. No. But I will say that, you know, there's a reason why we charge for our classes, because it is a lot of work putting together a class. And you want to, if you're going to be doing paddleboard yoga, you want to be going out with a group of people that know what they're doing, people that understand water safety, people that understand how to anchor your boards up so you don't just float away, people that understand how to teach yoga on a paddleboard, because it does take experience in order to do these kind of things. And but if you do that and you come out with us, it's Spotted Dog Yoga SUP Dog Adventures, you'll feel really safe with our guides, and you'll have an incredible experience. You want to make sure, though, that when you're doing it with people that know what they're up to, you know?
Yeah, and so if you haven't taken a paddleboard yoga class with us, the guide goes out early, sets up the anchor lines in the water. When you arrive, we do like a short on-land paddle instructional safety tips, that kind of thing, and then paddle out to where the anchors are set. Every board gets hooked to the anchor line, and then the instructor starts the class. And then once the yoga class is over, you have your paddle back to shore, and that wraps it up. So it is super fun. If you haven't done it with us, you certainly should check it out. And if you're not, if you're listening from somewhere where you're not local to Folsom, maybe there's somebody in your area that does that you could check out, because it's a really, really neat, unique experience.
Yeah, most definitely. One of the greatest experiences that I get to do. Get to do. Yeah, consistently. So thank you. Yeah, cool. All right. SUP Dog Paddleboard Yoga.
And we only have this summer 2023, we have 3 more chances after today. So
3 more chances to get wet and wild with.
You don't have to get wet, though.
SUP Dog.
I think that's another misconception. People are like, oh, what if I fall in? And it's like, honestly, like I said, you can do your paddling from your knees. There are ways to do it all where you absolutely will not fall in. It's the people that are like trying more risky things, I think, or like playing with things that are more challenging, that often are the ones that fall in. So don't let that stop you either.
Yeah, no, but on the topic of falling in, something that I think is important for people to know that are paddle boarders, we have a lot of paddle boarders that come to our studio, and we're involved with Lake Natoma Paddle Group and whatnot. But as a paddle boarder, you have to have a personal flotation device on your board. It's
yes. If you're taking your own paddleboard out, when you rent paddleboards from us to do the SUP class, we provide them. If you're bringing your own paddleboard, whether you're coming to our yoga class or just taking your paddleboard out on the water in any shape or form, you must have a PFD, a personal flotation device, on your vessel. It is required by law. So
Yeah. Not
check out that. That's a safety first tip right there.
Not a PDF.
Did I say that?
No, you said PFD, okay. But I think it's funny. You're like, you don't need a PDF. You need a PFD. Okay. And not because you will get a lofty ticket, because you will get a lofty ticket, but you also prevent just safety yourself from drowning. For sure. Yeah, and you never know what kind of water you're in. So get those PFDs ready and get out and do some paddleboarding. And yoga. Hey. Yeah. All right. That's it. Anything else you want to say?
That's what I got.
Okay. Play Hard and Love Big Radio is the official podcast of Spotted Dog Yoga and SUP, based out of Folsom, California. Check it out at spotteddogyoga.com. Play Hard and Love Big Radio is dedicated to bringing you the inspirational stories and inspirational people to help you connect to your center and live a more purposeful and passionate life. Katie, great episode.
All right.
See y'all later.
Peace out.
Peace out.